Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coach, and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question, and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. I also talk about various other life renewal topics. Please know that I am not a therapist and I will never tell you what you must do. So let's go ahead and get started with the questions for this week. Our first question comes from Sal, who is in New Brunswick, Canada. Sal writes, I'm 27 years old and haven't dated anyone in more than 3 years, and I have no idea why. I just can't seem to find anyone that I'm remotely interested in dating, and I'm worried because it's been so long since my last relationship. Can you give me any advice on what's going on with me? This is a very good question, Sal, and thank you for asking it. One of the things that you want to look at within yourself is actually analyzing your prior relationships. What were those relationships like? What drew you to the people that you dated? Were there particular attributes they had, traits, ways of being that drew you to them? And are those particular attributes and traits still what you're looking for in a relationship? These are just some of the questions that you need to ask yourself and actually analyze. One of the reasons that I'm asking you to analyze this question is not because it's been 3 years since you have been in a serious relationship, but because of your age. You're 27 years old, which means that you're going through an emotional maturing. This is the age that all of us actually reach a particular point in which we mature internally and what we need emotionally to feel satisfied and to feel safe and joyous. It could be that what you're looking for in a relationship now is not the same as what you were looking for before. So that's something that you definitely want to look at, which brings me to looking at it's the emotional part of yourself that is probably maturing. You also want to make sure that you are in the right social groups, the people that you go out with for fun. Who are they? Are they people who are single? Are they in relationship? Because that also plays a role in whether or not you're meeting people that you would even remotely be interested in. If you're going out with friends who are in relationship, more than likely they are doing their, or would do their best to actually try to set you up with someone. If you're going out with single friends, maybe they would want you to stay single. I'm not sure on that. That's something that you would have to determine with your friends. You want to join social groups, maybe join a meetup group. But mostly you want to look at yourself and find out if the type of person you're looking for is different than what you were looking for in your previous relationships, or if you're still looking for that same type of person in your previous relationships. If you're looking for that same type of person now, maybe you've outgrown that particular type of person and you need to move on and look for someone else. You could also be going through a period of time when you are working on other projects. Maybe you're working too hard at work, and that is affecting your dating ability. Another question that I would ask you is, why is it important? for you to actually be in relationship with another person? What are you looking for in that relationship? Sometimes we are looking for relationships to fulfill us, when in fact we have to fulfill ourselves. We're not, actually, it's best not to look to somebody else to give you what you're missing in your own life. Look at the reasons for wanting to be in a relationship and be honest with yourself about it. And know that when it's time for you to be in a relationship, that person will present themselves. So I hope that answers your question. Please write me and let me know. Now, let's go ahead and start with the topic for this week. Now, the topic today is, what are transits in astrology? And the reason that I am talking about this particular topic is because so many people are not aware of how transits work in astrology. Transits just mean it's a snapshot of the sky at a particular moment. When you were born, that was a transit. The sky was every planet was in a particular constellation. Everything in the cosmos was in a particular constellation at the time of your birth. And that is a snapshot, which we call your natal chart. Well, the movement of the sky is continuous. And when we're looking at transits, we're looking at the movement of the sky. What constellations are the luminaries, meaning the sun and the moon, and also all of the other planets and asteroids and stars? What constellation are they in at any given time? We look at the transits and what the sky looks like at any given moment in relationship to the sky at the moment of your birth. That is going to tell us a lot about what is manifesting for you. So these are transits. It is just looking at the sky at a particular moment and looking at the movement of the planets, the luminaries, the stars at a particular time, looking at what sign is even rising on the eastern horizon, because that changes too. And all of that is going to affect each of us uniquely. And I say uniquely because each of us has a different birth chart. We have a different snapshot of the sky at the time of our birth. So I hope that helps you a little bit with transit. Let's move on to our next question, which comes from Bev, who is in New Canaan, Connecticut. Bev says, I need to make more money and have no idea where to start in getting this to happen. I have no problem working hard, but so far, the only jobs I've been able to find are not paying a lot. I don't have a college education. Is this a problem? No, it's not a problem that you don't have a college education. Did you know that Richard Branson, who started Virgin Air, did not have a high school education when he started Virgin Air? He actually had dropped out of high school, and that never stopped him. He has blossomed. He's thriving. He's become a millionaire and probably even a billionaire. So you do not have to have a college education to make money. What you have to have is a good mindset, though, and be able to believe in yourself and believe that you're capable of making more money, which you are. There's some things that you can do. Of course, networking is one thing that you can do, and that is enlisting the help of the people that you know, letting them know that you're looking for better work or more work, actually. When you're networking, you can join groups, you can go to events, you can go to conferences and job fairs. There's plenty of places that you can go to actually network and meet people. You can decide that you want to start a side business. Maybe you have a skill that you can use on the side to make more money. Another thing you can do is ask your employer for a raise. Asking your employer for a raise is someplace that if you can do that, I would certainly ask for a raise in addition to looking for other ways of making money. When you're going to ask for a raise, though, you want to talk to your employer about your value and how you're contributing to the company and what the benefits are to the company of you working there. You can, of course, get more education or more skill. Maybe you want to go back to school. It doesn't have to be college. Maybe it's a trade school that you want to go to gain more experience or more education so that you can get a better job. But there are a myriad of ways that you can increase your income. It could be as simple as adding being a dog sitter or a house sitter or a cat sitter to your work life. This can help you to gain more money too. In addition to this, you want to do what you can to keep the way you feel about yourself up and positive. So you want to do self-care. Make sure that you're getting good sleep, exercise, and exercise does not have to cost you money. You can go out and have fun and do exercise. Maybe you go dancing. Just do what you can to actually take care of yourself. So I hope that this helps you with your job search, with gaining more income, because there is plenty of money out here. You just have to network and see what skills you have and put that out there to potential employers, enlist the help of friends, get more education if you choose to. You can ask your employer for an increase in your salary. You can also start a side business. These are all ways that you can increase your income. So I hope that helps. Please send me an email letting me know. And we have come to the end of the questions for today. I want to thank you for listening to this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. That really helps me. That helps the algorithms. If you have questions that you'd like me to answer, send them to padmacoach@icloud.com. That's padmacoach@icloud.com. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.